If there is one message that echoes forth from this conference, let it be that human rights are women's rights and women's rights are human rights once and for all.
That famous speech as First Lady given in 1995 in Beijing at the United Nations Fourth World Conference on Women. I sat down with Hillary Clinton this week. I asked her about that moment and why it still resonates today. I remember 1995 being about 12 years old, watching your speech in Beijing, a very cool child, lots of friends. And I remember not understanding why the idea of women's rights being human rights was so radical. And perhaps that was my age, perhaps it was not having a global context, but I watched the speech again last night as an almost 40-year-old woman, mother of two daughters in a 2022 post-Roe America. And I wonder why those rights continue to be so elusive, even here at home.
I totally get your story because I think there are so many people still today, especially women and girls here in our country and around the world, who think that the struggle for equality and justice to achieve human rights and women's rights as our birthright should be over. Why are we still in this struggle? And I think it's imperative that we keep a bright spotlight on how hard the struggle is and how we make progress, but never underestimate the forces, not just of the status quo, but of the pushback that we are up against today. The Dobbs decision is just one piece of that. There's an increase in violence against women. The COVID pandemic kind of unleashed a really difficult time for people, and in particular women and girls, in terms of losing jobs, losing access to health care. It's all happening at the same time. So that's why we're here. We're here at the Clinton Library, the Presidential Center, with this amazing exhibit to remind all of us what the struggle has been to achieve women's rights and how we have to remain vigilant and willing to keep fighting for what we want for our daughters or, in my case, my granddaughter.
I think part of what is frustrating for people is you have policies that are put into place, you watch them work. So I'm thinking about the expanded child tax credit.
Right.
You watched it decrease childhood poverty by 40%. The proof was in the pudding.
Right.
And then it couldn't get the bipartisan support it needed to continue. Why has there been such intransigence on these issues?
Because there is a very real divide between people who see something like the child tax credit, which had exactly the impact you're describing, dramatically reducing childhood poverty, and say to themselves, that is exactly what we should be doing in our country. We should not be holding people back. We should try to lift up the importance of child rearing, and let's make it easier for families, particularly low income, but also middle income families, to do what they want to do. And then there are others who say, no, that's not the government's role. That should be on the backs of individual families and individual parents. So helping them in some way undermines their commitment to doing everything they can do themselves. So let them pull themselves up by their bootstraps, even if they don't own any boots, even if they have no way of trying to make up for the income that was lost because of the failure to continue the child tax credit. This is an ongoing cultural, psychological, political battle that we need to be aware of and understand there are very well-organized, well-funded interests who truly want to turn the clock back on women, women's parenting roles, women's economic opportunities, women's political rights, women's health care access. And let's just sort of suit up and know that we've got to keep fighting for what should be self-evident.